A barb camp? Oh no, it's terrifying. Oh no, wait, no, I've got a cavalry now. I feel like I've out-teched the barbs slightly. Imagine being that barbarian. They've lived there, just watching over London for years, and suddenly a bunch of men with guns appear. Terrifying. Terrifying time to be alive for a barbarian. Putting in a farm like this, it just has that satisfaction about sort of finishing a jigsaw, doesn't it? Watch, it just goes bam, fits in perfectly, and suddenly that tile is worth 4 food. Delicious. Oh look, I can see damage calculations, and it currently says plus 24 intel. So, looks like war is now inevitably going to be declared. I'm doing this deliberately before I go and find anyone else. Once I find the rest of the world, I want them to have always assumed that Mongolia was the only person on that island. Quite a reasonable thing to assume, I think. So, it is. I have plus 18 combat strength. That is 6 from a trade route, 6 from a spy, and 6 from printing. Oh, that's a lot. It is a lot. Oh, yes. That unit can't actually do anything there, so I'm going to leave it alone and just pillage instead. Move you into here. Manchester is relatively well defended, and as per usual, I have brought no siege equipment whatsoever. I've just got some cavalry that are going to stand here and poke the city with sticks a little bit, but I'm attacking with 88 strength, so it doesn't matter that these are medieval walls or not. I should just be able to hit through them. Plus, I'm going to move a couple of weaker units here to try and get Manchester to attack those instead of me. Oh, hello, Muscat. You appear to have fixed your campus for me. You really didn't need to do that, but I am quite grateful that you did, really. Diplomatic service. What I need to do is find a city with Victor in and make sure that he has the Embrasure promotion. Then we forget about it and come back to it in a little bit. I need one more governor in order to do that, but I think it should be a fairly easy pickup unless I'm going to get a merchant soon that is likely to give me a governor. What are we on to at the moment? We'll have this one and then it'll be Renaissance after that, so no governors, lots of envoys. Envoys are fun. Look how much damage this Kashig does to the wall. Look at it. That's not a siege attack. That's just a regular ranged attack. Okay, sure. Manchester is just going to fall to bits. How about this city? Are we just going to have a 2-nation army? Yep, next turn Muscat will fall. Wow. Oh, Mongolia is so much fun. I forgot about the fact there was a military emergency. It's fine. A lot of that is from excess grievance penalty. This big old minus 14. But you know what will get rid of grievances? Liberating a city-state and then destroying any witnesses to my crimes. It's not cruel if it's a valid Civ 6 strategy. That's what I keep telling myself. Actually, we're just walking in 3 turns of war and we busted straight through medieval walls. It's like I'm playing Byzantium. England will not stand the test of time, and as you can see, we now only have a minus 3 penalty. I reckon we can go out and meet the world now. Galileo, he will give me a science boost if I can find a good mountain patch. Oh, there are plenty around my land. The best bit about England not being here anymore is that every single city-state on this island is now mine, and nobody knows any better. I'm getting 15% bonus science because Geneva loves me. Delicious. I now also have a trade route to Manchester, which means if I find anyone else, I can send a trade route from my capital and still put the trading post there. I think that's quite a handy little mechanism. What's the best way to go and meet people? Send a ravaging horde of horses over to see them? I think that sounds like a great idea. Let's all go to sea and see what we can find. Gonna be a little bit like this. It's gonna be like, oh, hello, my name's Ursa Ryan. How are you? These are my horses. Now die. Industrialization. Only one source of coal in my entire empire, apparently. Well, it's not like my empire's very big. No, it's fine. It's always likely to happen. This game, sometimes this game, it does things to you. What do we reckon? White and red, is this England or Japan? I think this might be Japan. Persia, neither of those options. Hoofbeats tremble the plain yet again. You see, you think you're talking about your own horses here, Persia, but you're not. You really, really are not. Honored to meet you. Show me your stuff, thank you. Would you like the brief illusion of trade? Of course you would. I'll take your books, your gold, and your luxuries. Oh, and I now have open borders. And he appears to be at war with 2 other people on his continent. That's quite a bold position to be in. Strong Persian name, this one. Mexico City. Yes, the original Persian city. Do I send my spy immediately over to Mexico City? I think I might be tempted to. Yeah, 7 turns, but I can always make another spy if I really need to. Well, now I've industrialized. What do I do now? Should we teach my horses to fly? No, I think I'll teach my horses to shoot massive cannons. Another city. Does that count count as another continent? Oh, it does. So it started with 4 pop. Excellent. That is excessive, but I love it. Do you hunger for war? Oh, he says he hungers for war. I won't lie. I don't feel like he really understands what he means by that. Well, we'd better get into a war footing. Let's get rid of limes. We want raid back. And instead of conscription, I'll put professional army in. I'll put craftsmen in. And now we've got to see, can I trade with Persia? Not yet. If I could find a delicious coastal city, then I might be able to. Until then, we will delay. We will delay until maybe... Oh, do I send a settler over? That could be one way of doing it. Oh no, a barbarian boat. I don't have any boats. I'm not a boat king. I do have very, very powerful Kashyyyks though, so okay. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Lake Retba. Fez. Again, another strong Persian name for a city. Yet you have to love it. So it is highly frustrating, but there are no cities I can trade with, even with a port from Manchester, because nothing's on the coast, nothing has a harbour. But I will keep exploring, because maybe there'll be somewhere else, like Russia, for instance. Honoured to meet you. Love to sample your hospitality. Now, if I can find a city from Russia on the coast, maybe I can trade through that. That wouldn't be a too bad an idea, you know? Might be a little bit far away and nothing on the coast again. We'll find something. We'll find something. And then suddenly it'll be like, bam, Ursa's here to party. I'm going to go to metal cavalry now and unlock tanks. That seems like the true Mongolian way. You thought it was throat singing? No, it's just the hum of a tank track. Well, I got a governor title in a tribal village right outside of Persia. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, Victor in Persia. I need to stop whatever you're doing and now build a spy. Yes, actually now also, instead of building a factory, we'll build the factory and then we'll make sure we build terracotta army afterwards. There's a combo here. A combo I like very much. All right, fine. If I can't make a trade route, then I'm going to take this into my own hands. This is an excessive way of doing this, but it is the only way. My first ship. Let's clear the waters and escort that settler to safety. Here is Japan. Last person on this map. Honoured to meet you. Yes, love to sample your hospitality. Everyone's so friendly with me. It's brilliant. It's like I've never done any wrong in this game at all. I was just the peaceful horse lord that lived on the other side of the world. By the way, if ever you're playing single player like this, you could just have an entirely peaceful game from this point onwards. You very much could just sit back and use your gluttonous economy to produce the most science you've ever produced in a game ever. But I like to, you know, never back down. That's my approach here. My first spy has arrived. Perfect. Listening post for me. It's the small things that help. Already we're up to +6, but we'll get better than that. Don't worry. Nobody has settled on the coast or built a harbour. What's with this? Come on, AI. It's like you don't want to get conquered. That's right. Chop out the spy. Soon. 6 turns of soon. The plan is coming together now. Chop out the market and get ready to buy in another trader. Can someone help me out with that? I need a little bit of gold. Go on. I'm an arms dealer. I'll give the arms to anyone that wants them. Actually, speaking of, oh, next turn. You know what? A lot of this thinking, this may be... Do we go to Japan first? No, I feel we'll have a good amount of success with Persia. World Congress time. I have no voting power whatsoever, so I'll vote for myself to have an extra trade route. That would be quite handy. And I'll vote for myself to have less grievances, but let's be honest, who really knows what's going to be voted on this one? I did get an extra trade route. Hey, that's nice. That's very nice. Settlement. This is going to annoy everyone, but what I can now do is send through my city and trade with anybody I want. You see? There was a reason to do this. I'm going to put the trade route into Gifu because that's furthest away and it doesn't matter if the trading post is there for, you know, however amount of time I need or want. That means I'm now up to a mighty +18, although that will fall down to +12. I might as well just embrace it now. Hey Russia, can I join in with this war? Oh, you know they want me to join in with this war. Lovely stuff. And I can already see that there are 2 beautiful cities that don't appear to have any defenses up. Not that I'm going to rush myself because it looks like the art of pillage there might be quite a bit. Actually, there's quite a lot to not pillage as well. Everything seems to already have been pillaged. Yeah, goodness me, this is all pre-pillaged. Let's see if I can get enough attacks in to get these cities taken in one fell swoop. 1 attack, 2 attacks, and then this cavalry takes HUZZAH. And of course, because I'm in a golden age and Persia is in a dark age, yeah, loyalty is not going to be a problem this time. Go for an attack there, go for an attack there, and then this cavalry will make this attack, and this cavalry makes that attack, and already we're 2 cities down. There's worse to come. These are very heavily fortified, but I am just about to explore and discover what oil is. That will give me artillery. Artillery will be quite useful in this instance. Oh yeah, and I've just got random courser units that can run all over Persian land and just engage in a spot of pillage. This is wonderful. What a time to be alive, eh? What a time to be alive. Oh no, we settled too close, says the man at war with me. You know what? Strangely, I'm going to say sure, I'll take your Diplo favor. If you're willing to give it to me, friend, then the question is on you, you know? Let's just move on to this campus and have a merry time. Oh, that was a merry time. In fact, that's such a merry time, I can afford a coal power plant in my capital. Delicious. Now, where do my trade routes want to go from here? Japan looks like a pretty easy target, doesn't it? So I just keep sending my routes over here. It's just the number of trade routes. That's what I'm after. Quantity over quality here. Very much so. Should we see how much luck these Kasheks have against Persian walls? I mean, this is only an ancient wall, but this is 72 strength with a line infantry inside it, so that's pretty tough. I think we can help to push these walls down a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Do you see? The benefit of pillaging. If you remove districts from a city, the walls get weaker and weaker. People forget about that all the time. And now, unfortunately for them, I have my own line infantry. Ha ha ha. 1 attack. 2 attacks. The city I want to leave until last is Mexico City. That's a liberation job, so that doesn't count. That's fine. All that pillaged gold. Let's just upgrade my troops into even better metal horses. Whoa, Russia had this wonder start. What's going on here? I feel like I was very much given the worst start and we've done very good with it. That's the truth that I'm going to be spouting. Whether people believe me or not is another thing. And there we go, the spy. Look, the spy. It starts already with a promotion. Very good. 4 turns until terracotta army, you say? Very good. Military emergency? No. Russia wants in. Oh, that's a shame. I was getting quite a lot of stuff from them. Oh well, now I have troops on my borders and they are looking to do some pillaging and Russia have volunteered their own stuff. Just unlock steam power quickly so I can go 1, 2, like that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I love it. Actually, just while my cavalry's here, go and steal that for me. Good. That's steam power, which means I can now get the ironclad, which now means that I've boosted steel pretty much all the way. Oh, what do you reckon? Can our cavalry defeat the city? Let's just charge them in and find out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Ooh, that was so close. Oh, it was worth a try. You know, I realize I never actually put a trade route down with Russia. Ah, that's annoying. Never mind. If these Cossacks catch me, then I think my unit is, yeah, pretty much instantaneously dead. So we must keep moving and keep pillaging. Get the maximum out of this unit. Well, that's that city taken, which means I can now charge through and attack another. And oh boy, can I move my units very, very fast indeed. 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack. Do I actually want to take this city this turn? No is the answer. I've got too much pillaging to do. Still pillaging. Still always pillaging. It's just when you find a district that's just completely full of buildings, it's the best feeling in the world. It's like Christmas. Look at this. Oh, the noise in your ear of just that constant pillage. I combined a couple of generals together to make a super cavalry. This thing is a corps with 4 promotions on it, so yeah, it's quite strong now. Another city falls though. Production is just scooped back into my land, and just to celebrate a little bit more, let's move Victor over. I've managed to pick up 4,000 faith just from pillaging. I think about, I might treat myself to sort of 7 or 8 cities. Now, is there any real reason to be doing this? No, but I just love the idea of claiming every single piece of land on my island, just all of it. Print the settlers. This is the settle pillage economy. Terracotta army, this is 1 promotion to every single unit on the map. My next turn is going to take forever, and I may go a little bit crazy, but everyone will stay alive, and more importantly, my spies will get a level. Hehehe. That's colonialism. Put in Raj, that's just a better card for me generally, and colonial taxes. Production and gold in all of my cities it's overflowing. This Corsair is still most valuable unit in my army by some distance. It's just behind the scenes, dismantling districts. Oh, everything in Russia is going to be so much weaker by the time my main army arrives. Some of my units I'm actually going to have to start upgrading to things like field cannons because they're just not quite powerful enough to really be hitting things. But we now can get tanks as soon as I get my first source of oil, which I'm hoping isn't far, you know? I do have some settlers on the way to some sources right now. Well, that'll be combustion for tanks. What else do we want? Modern armor? Should we get modern armor? Well, that could be a lot of fun. We're kind of skipping out on quite a lot of I wouldn't know what banking was. Do I need banking? Who needs to count money when I can just print modern armor, eh? Hello, Fez. I will liberate you because I've kind of ruined your city and I really fancy another city-state friend. Some more science, up to 250 again. It's bad, isn't it, that I released the city purely because I have just ruined everything in the city already and there's no point in me keeping it. Oh, the pillage economy is still so real though. There's one more city. That's a very high population city and natural history is boosted too. Amazing. So I have no visibility over Russia and they are a lot stronger, I've got to be a little bit careful here. I might need to just move my spies around a little bit more. I've currently got one spy 3 turns away from Githu and then we'll move this one over to Russia. That'll give me +6 combat strength, but we'll keep an eye for other ones. Oh wow, Russia actually claimed Persia's capital. Oh, I like that. Where can your people do so? Look, I'm training my horses, my mind and my soul just by stealing everyone else's training. Does that not count? I feel like that counts. If this is going to be the gateway into Russia, let's try and weaken it just a little bit by removing a couple of districts. There's enough farms here for me to not worry about leaving things for health, but look, I've already taken 6 strength off the city. It's a big change that. These cavalry are just like swarms for them. There's nothing they can do about them. Genghis Khan, man, he is unbeatable and unstoppable on certain forms of warfare. What about this city? Can we just go and take this one? Oh, almost. That is 2 sources of oil now controlled. Maybe 3 now. So there's no excuse. We should be promoting tanks up and now we can. Oh yes, 100 strength against that city. Tell you what, there's a lot of fun things I can buy at a 60% discount right now, including artillery, which I will be buying because I need these to attack Mashhad. In fact, let's just quickly get flight first so that I can get an observation balloon. That'd be quite handy. Oh, okay, yeah, Russia's really tough. They are ripping back into my cavalry here. It's their Cossacks. I can't be too careful here now. So I'm going to pull my units back a little bit away from Russian land and we might just take a small Japanese holiday first. Annoyingly, the city I was sending my spy to, not only did the spy seemingly not get the promotion because he was moving at the time, which is a bit annoying, but he actually has now got to go back through. Right, go to Moscow. Come on. Okay, sorry, Japan. I don't feel like this war is going to be as tough as the others just because you have 41 strength and you are by far the tech loser. 27 versus my 45 techs. Yeah, I'm hoping I won't have too much problem here. In fact, I might as well just take the city immediately. Love it. If it gives me science, I'm taking it. Just putting that out there immediately. Nationalism. I can make cause now. You could say that that is cause for celebration. Can we just hit this city down with multiple attacks? You better believe we can. Oh yes. Osaka falls. And the pillage army, it just continues. Never stops. Thing is, whilst all of this happens on the other side of the world, I'm just very nicely building my economy up to 300 science now. You want to steal Geneva from me, do you, Russia? I disapprove of that. I disapprove of that royally. There's Kyoto, and I plan on attacking that, I must say. So goes to flight, though. Can we get flight? Can we do it this turn, I wonder? Or with this sort of level of pillaging, it's possible, you know? Oh, we're so close. We need one more pillage. One more scientific pillage. Not sure it exists, but Mexico City does exist, and that has now been reclaimed. Persia is out of the game. That was quite quick. Very satisfying. Liberate to founder. That's another city-state back into the game that we are in control of. It's just Cahokia. Just this one. That's the only one we haven't been able to grab so far. Oh, Russia are willing to give me peace, you know? I'm going to take that because that gives me time with Russia and I can start sending trade routes to them again. Oh, yes. They should not have allowed me to do that. So this is a spy. Spy has now got 1 promotion. I'll send that one over to Russia as well. So how long until... yeah, 4 turns until Moscow. Excellent. Excellent. You like to see it. This is in my capital. It's Kilwa, because I was thinking, you know what I need? You know what I really need? More yields. More yields of everything, and luckily Kilwa was still available. My capital has become a bit of industrial powerhouse, by the way. Constantly buffed by a beautiful 20% production and trade routes that seemingly stretch out for ever and ever and ever. In fact, there's a beautiful route into Mashhad. Oh, you don't see this one very often, do you? First trading post with everyone in the world. Ah, but that is flight, and we now have observation balloons, which is handy. Now, I could have actually stayed at war with Russia because I now have these artillery and they're doing a lot of damage, but I thought it would be more fun. Like, that's why I kind of did this. I thought it would be more fun to set up a really, really painfully overpowered attack. And so far, I'm pretty happy with my choice. My turns are a little bit like this, right? I pillage, get a bunch of gold from whatever source I can. I then go to my city with my military academy and I go, what do I fancy? A tank corps? Yeah, go on then. Because of course, Ngazagamu is giving me huge discounts on them. I like the fact that I just got the Scorched Earth card whilst pillaging. There's a certain balance to that I very much enjoy. Also, I've saved up 11 envoys, as you casually do, and now the city-state is mine, Russia. Hehehe. You know what would have been incredibly useful in this combat? Actual siege equipment. But then I've been thinking about it, and I have new tank corps that can just run in and go bam like that, and I think that's probably fine. Oh wow, Defender of the Faith Samurai can actually hold up against cavalry attacks. Fair play to them. I guess they're on the coast as well, aren't they? So yeah, they actually are a little more powerful than you'd expect. I love that. That's awesome. Darwin says, give me tanks. Why is it that every time I have Darwin, I use him to make tanks? What is wrong with me? I should be using him to find beautiful turtles that look like nothing else, but no, tanks every time. So I have 1 spy on their way already. So with the second spy, whilst I have this peace lock, I'm going to take a 74% gamble, try and complete a Foment Unrest project and get the promotion in my spy. That'll put it to level 2. Level 2 means we'll get plus 12 combat strength. It's wonderful. It's composites. I think I'm going to need forced modernization for this one. Hello, tank. You are now a modern armor. Oh, 105. Oh, that's powerful. I love it. Oh, I can trigger a military emergency. Oh my goodness, it's so rare that I get to trigger an emergency. Yeah, I could trigger this war with Russia early. Oh, that's exciting. That's very exciting. 109 strength tank. Bam. 119 strength modern armor. Oh, yeah, I don't think this city's going to be lasting very long. I'm going to be chaos. I'm going to vote for an aid request and for a military emergency. I will bring my aid to Russia with force. How many times are they going to vote against it? That's the question. Oh, they voted against it 9 times. That was a good way of eliminating all their diplo favor, to be fair. Never mind. Nagoya has been taken. And Takamatsu. I think we can take this city as well and knock Japan out of the game. Just me and you now, Russia. Just me and you. You know what? I'm going to go to arms. Don't worry about why. I'm sure it's fine. I just saw Russian apostles in my land and I was thinking, could you imagine if Russia had been making a sneaky religion play this whole time and were converting my cities over? Oh, would have been genius. Don't worry, they're not. I would have spotted it, but that would have been hilarious if that's what they were doing. So here is spy number 1, and they've got a listening post going. So even if this spy fails in their mission, I've still got a nice chunk of diplo visibility. I have waited so patiently, but our peace lock has now expired, so I'm going to denounce Russia and then declare a golden age war on them. Your war is hopeless. It is, but not for you. No, wait, for you. I don't know. Hit them with artillery before I figure out that I was wrong in my statement. Look at all this setup. Oh, my artillery has plus 12 intel on opponents' movements, by the way. Plus 12. Pretty good, isn't it? Even my field cannons are having a pop at the cities. Just have casual tanks rolling in. Oh, no, apparently not. Apparently they don't have the movement. Ugh, it's always the way, isn't it? Fine. Oh yeah, I can steal Cossacks. Of course I can. So I didn't quite get the same turn kill on Mashhad that I was looking for, but honestly, it was a pretty close thing. The city's already mine. Technically, that counted as a capital as well, so I needed it. Can my regular troops pick up the slack now? We've got a lot more combat power than last time we were here. A lot more. Oh, that's so close. The Foment Unrest was a failure. Alas, it didn't work. Okay, well, we're not going to get a level 2 spy this time, but we didn't really need one in the end. Turns out we were strong enough this whole time. We had power in us. All we had to do was believe. Still going to pillage everything, though. At some something just satisfying about it. City taken. Now we move on. Moving my artillery is proving to be pretty much the slowest thing here. Although once it does get there, the artillery hits like an absolute ton of bricks, so I can't complain. Again, do I have the troops to make this attack stick? I don't think I do, you know, but the tanks are going to make a really good effort. Oh, I tell you what, maybe we can make it stick. Maybe we can. Okay, yeah, my army's a little more powerful than I thought it was. Okay, in a last-ditch effort attack, Russia have done something that's just pushed their city defenses up by about 20. Oh, what did you do? What did you do? You made a Cossack army. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, those are going to be pretty tough. Those are going to be pretty tough. Okay, well, don't worry about that. We'll find a way around these units. First of all, we'll put the squeeze on by totally surrounding the city with armor. All right, the artillery arrives. These are Renaissance walls, but if we can blow them up, we will. We might actually lose this city to loyalty. I wasn't even looking at the loyalty there. What could we do? There's probably a governor that we can put in that will fix that problem, right? +2 loyalty per turn for cities with a garrisoned unit, +2 loyalty per turn for cities with a governor in, and just for a little bit of fun, oligarchic legacy. It does nothing for me, but I just like it. So we're now on to 9.7, and we're losing 9.9. Wow, that's unfortunate. Can I chop out this marsh? I'll give me one more population, which does that change this at all? Yes, it does. It can come from 9.9 to 9.4. That gives me one more turn. Hey, that's all I need. One more turn. Modern armor, attack the city. Actually, and the tank as well. You're pretty tough. Yeah, I reckon we can take this next turn as long as this one doesn't flip, which it might do, to be honest. It may well flip. Yep, I survived on 0.3 loyalty out of 100. Wow, by the skin of my teeth. That means I get one more salvo of artillery, like so. Oh yeah, I mean, who wants the honor? Let's get this level 4 modern armor. You can wander into St. Petersburg and give me a turn 179 domination victory with Mongolia. That felt like a lot of fun. Some of them are still horses, some of them are now metal horses. They're all horses that could. And just think, I didn't even get the merchant that gave me more diplo visibility or get a spy up to level 2, even though I was trying because I won too quickly. And also the spy was in transit when I finished the wonder. Hey, that's a good thing to learn. If ever I do that combination in, I don't know, say multiplayer, now I'll know. I often think domination victories, the lower the score, the better, because it means you've gone quicker. Catherine the Great? Well, it's quite appropriate seeing as I've just defeated Russia, but I like it. Buildings constructed. Very few because of my unit fixation towards the beginning of the game, but as you can see, the size of my empire just meant I went whoop. Cities captured, well over 30. Cities founded, about 17. Cities lost, none. Districts constructed, a lot. This is why you beat the AI. I've said it before, I'm going to keep saying it. Number of combats. I didn't even have the most combats for most of that game. It was Persia, look at that. It's only right at the end, I was just clinical. Culture, Russia was just doing Russia things whilst I was not. I was playing quite a competitive science game, although Eleanor again was very high on culture. And by that, of course, I mean science. Score, I'd taken over by turn 115 or so. Religions founded. Good. Didn't found one this turn, but I could have done. One that's constructed, 2 towards the end of the game. But here we go. Units killed. I killed about 40 something. And how many units did I lose? 2. I lost 2 units all game. Oh, and I feel their loss. It is ridiculous. Just look how much of the map I conquered, and I only lost 2 units all game. The great capital of Mongolia now trades with the world. A new empire conquered. I didn't even get to use planes. Oh, what is this game? Have I at least unlocked them? I haven't actually. Yeah, I've unlocked them now. That's good. Oh, that was so much fun. I know your hat is very hard to draw, but you are a lot of fun to play. And this auto ability, there's a reason I put Mongolia as S tier on my list. I still believe that. I still think it's one of the strongest abilities in the game. +6 combat strength. Just that alone is the difference between a corps and an army. It's huge. If you learn to use spies and get printing, well, it just gets even better. And this Kashig, this is a unit that is absolutely slept on. Did it help having the Giant's Causeway here? Of course it did. Although, I mean, it looks like one massive Civ map, doesn't it? But I think we would have taken on Greece when we did anyway. If the only difference would have been I would have brought a couple of catapults or trebuchets along with me if I didn't have that +5 combat strength. But to be honest, towards the end of the game, most of my units didn't have that +5. I didn't need it. Although I think some of the original ones still do. Yeah, look at this. This level 5 cavalry. This still has +5 combat strength. I'm going to make you a helicopter better just because I can. Look at you. What are you attacking a city with now? 114. Oh, yeah. If I was playing this game a little longer, what I would be doing now is just saving up my faith and starting to purchase great merchants like this. We're only 3 or 4 away from getting the +1 diplomatic visibility, which would have given us +6 combat strength, and we're hopefully only 5 turns away from another 6 combat strength with this buy. That would go to 24 and we'd be attacking with 126. Oh yes, that is a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm really looking forward to this Civ give. Remember to go and check out the charity page if you don't mind supporting charity. That'd be awesome. We've got all kinds of fun incentives and rewards for you if you need a little bit of a kick towards putting money towards a good cause. But I need to keep practicing. There's a lot of Civs I want to try and not much time left. Thank you all, everybody. See you all next time. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandeltort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy's Ursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Sharky Bates. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!